It is one of the most eagerly awaited days on the footballing calendar. It's the day when teams turn up for work with a spring in their step. First time in this competition this season, a genuine sense of occasion, a bit of fanfare that goes with it. The mood is upbeat, laced with a dose of nerves, which must be expected. The team news is in, the teams themselves will be with us shortly. The atmosphere predictably wonderful. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. The imperative for everyone, 3 points on opening day.
Well, Peter, both of these teams will take to the pitch with a 3-point focus. Ambition is fresh and strong, and each will want to go deep into the competition, so neither will be looking to come out of this with a flawed game plan. This has to be assured and close to their best.
So we're up and running. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's put paid to a promising move. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Whipped in. Knocks it away. And it's Raul. Jimenez tries lifting it over. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. It's the through ball. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul.
Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Done very well to intervene. Has he picked him out? Raul gets it back. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. And he's made sure that that won't get through. And here's the chance to counter. Forward it goes. It's come loose. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Going through. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus.
And they've been caught out here. He's pinged one through. Has a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Ball is over the line. That'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. We're underway again. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? It's found its way to him. Battles to win it back. Finds himself eased off the ball. And the weighted pass. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Gets it upfield. Played out to the right. And back to base. Ball's out on the left now. Gets away from his opponent. Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
All he'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Goalless still. Either side really getting onto the front foot. Shoots! Sticks it away!
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late. having so many bodies in front of him.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Sticks in a foot to win it back. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's gone for goal. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making... Roll! That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Corner it is. Towering header! In it goes! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
So that's two now without reply. Dinks one in. And he's there to clear it. Out for a throw. Fired in. Great leap! No, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
Cuts it out. Goes long. Neatly flicked on. Well read, he sorted that out. That's gone a long way up and away. What an adventurous run from a defender. And that has been cleared. Defending of the desperate variety. Hoists it forward. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Raul. He's got options out wide. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that has been cleared. Tries to get it forward quickly. And there goes the final whistle. So the first game is lost and there is ground to be made up. The margin for error significantly reduced. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery. There's still plenty of points to turn things around, although I must add, much less...
Well, it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Yeah, Peter, I think it's true that another defeat could spell curtains, but as a glass-half-full person, hopes and dreams are still intact. And this can be the start of a revival that the doubters are not quite expecting. Their motivation can be taken from a wish to shove it back down their throats.
So we're up and running. Sprayed out wide. A chance! Turns and goes. And the finish! He's looking to get there first. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Tries to get it forward quickly. Decent progress down the left. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push.
Shot at goal! There it is! First blood drawn.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
He's had a shot! This could fall anywhere! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that's been levered clear. Lee Kang in. And here's the chance to counter. Hoists it forward. Now surely! And that's a throw. A really good feat from him. And it's played forward, and now the breakaway. A heavy challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gets it back. Decent looking ball. Oh, what a... Has a pop! They've done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, we could quite easily have seen that rebound off the woodwork, but it deserved to go in off the underside of the bar. It's a great finish.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
He's got options out wide. Play for a throw. Gets it into the middle. Cleared without complication. Forward it goes. He's left his man. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. That's a promising ball. Oh, he's had a go! Oh, that's brilliant! A finish run from the top draw, and they've got their lead back. Terrific audacity, just gorgeous skill.
Well, the goalkeeper would have helped to make his mind up on how he was going to finish it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He could be real chance! Fence has got rid of that. That's great strength on the ball. Time to deliver. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. His body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity to level it.
He's trying the shot. Battles to win it back. Big chance! I think that's a goal kick. Yes, the referee concurs. He's got through. Going through. Only hits one! Oh, taken with style.
Oh, this is a real show of character. Rather than let their heads drop, they've stood proud and fought hard. Brilliant. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. And the weighted pass. And the first 45 minutes are up. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. The action has already resumed here. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Lovely feet. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Oh, that's nice. There are a few waiting for it. Tries to... And the shot! And the follow-up! In it goes! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Hoists it forward.
It's always a good time to register and lay down an early marker in the second half. They clearly had exactly that in mind and have gone about their business with absolutely the right commitment.
Gets wrestled off the ball. He's made sure that that won't get through. Lee Kang-in lobs it in gently. Dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's played forward. And it's played forward. Chipped through. And he just whacks it away. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Hits one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Lee Kang-in. He's found his man. He's won a corner. Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Oh, real chance! That is terrific skill. It'll be a throw-in. Fired deep towards the back post. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Gets the ball, shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate this.
Shoots! The defence can get it clear.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Goes for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Tries to get it clear. He's gone for it! Played out to the right. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Good idea, just poorly executed.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Gets it upfield. Tries to get it forward quickly. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. Well, they've done what they needed to here. They have bounced back from defeat on day one. It is a win that keeps them bang in contention. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a...
And so the prevalent question on everybody's mind ahead of the game here, will they make it out of the group stage? Well, the odds are very, very good on paper. A single point is all that they need, and they need no favours from anybody else. It is in their hands. The faithful has every right to expect, to believe, a feeling very much reflected in the pre-match atmosphere. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. So the first box is more or less ticked. It is a time to concentrate on what happens next.
To be perfectly honest, Peter, it would be a big surprise for them to slip up at this stage and not qualify now. Thinking about a point is potentially much more problematical than going after 3. We've seen many a team do that, and before you know it, they're getting it wrong. If they're true to themselves, I'm ready to back their chances.
There's the whistle. Battles to win it back. Jimenez not easily shrugged off the ball. And a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And it's played forward. And it's Raul. He's got through. He's had a shot! Quick ball forward. Cuts it out. Good idea, just poorly executed. Schick. Forward it goes. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Plays it out to the flank. Chip through. And that's been levered clear. There's the shot! It's in! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now. Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Hoists it forward. He's had that roll! They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Hoists it high. Schick.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Tries to locate someone up front. He goes long. Quick drop and the finish!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
Nicely measured pass. Gets good distance on it. Nicely controlled. Schick absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relished.
Has a pop! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Yep, it's a corner. And he just whacks it away. A really good feat. Hit long and direct. Dangerous looking ball, but it's come to nothing. Matayu. Brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It's still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Just 45 minutes from now, we will know who goes through from this group.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Well, they could break here. Gets his foot in there. It is quite a run he's making here. Knocks it away. Gets it back. Dashing forward at pace. Schick. Brings it forward. Tries lifting it up. It's Schick! He will be livid with himself.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Plays it over to the other flank. And they win it back again. Looks to clip it forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. chance to play it in. Up to meet it! It's in! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
Played in with accuracy. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Oh, good, goes for goal! Yes! And they've got their lead back.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
And he's got the ball glued to his feet. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Massive leap!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Schick! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
He's through the middle.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Tries to dink it in. And that's been levered clear. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's found its target.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
It's Schick! And that would have won it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Strong punch.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Oh, good interception. He gets past his man.
keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Looks to bypass the midfield. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Chance to break. Goes long. Shot! Has a hit! It's anyone's ball. 2 minutes to be added on. Now the counter. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. That's it! They are out! Just not good enough. They've barely got a foothold in the competition before slipping out of it. They have fallen short, and they are gone. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it all came down to this, and they had to produce to ensure qualification, and they've not delivered. I think looking back over the campaign...